There's no moves, right? But nothing happened. Nothing happened, right? In the past
No,
like
no,
hour and a half, nothing happened.
nope.
I bet.
Ranger. Cause everyone's not training until that EU news in like a few more minutes. Not a few more minutes at 8. So basically, like everyone's just taking cells on GJ. Like Monty and them taking cells on GJ.
I mean,
EG,
yeah, out it.
not EG, but EJ. People taking cells on that because it's super clean on EJ. EJ,
On
what I
track.
sell. Okay.
What up,
That
everyone?
GJ cell, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's just in the range, so I don't know. I'm not touching that shit. So just waiting it out.
I think it looks fine. It's gonna come down here hourly. Alright, what's up, everyone? Fuck. Let's see. Okay. Yep, 1 hour's gonna come down here. I'm waiting for a 30-minute close, but we should be able to come down here. We should be able to come down and fill his wick here on GJ. You can take a sell attempt there as we break the 15-minute low. Man, coming late to the charts is like coming late, waking up late to like the whole I don't know how Sam does this.
I didn't like putting nothing. Like I'm just wait out because it's range and nothing to play with.
I'm gonna wake everyone up. Watch this pin. To pin this and unpin it. Gonna wake everyone up. You see the notifications?
Yeah.
This last time. Alright, there you go. You guys better be up.
Just like the mic check, right?
Yo.
There you go.
I
Told you,
Yo,
right?
bro, y'all sent me a freaking invite to COD, bro. Because look, I was like, I'm gonna lay down real quick and then chill and then hop back on the game. Bro, I fucking slept in my goddamn workroom, bro. Tripping.
I let me restart this chart, man. Just woke up, you know. Let me see where we can go today. Let me see. Okay, so Dilly's about to break the low, man. If Dilly breaks the low, we're going to come back all the way down to probably 135, 280, right? If he breaks the daily low here, this low right here, if you break that low, we should be able to come down. But let's see what else we got. So that's the daily. 4 hours making some type of support here. Cool. Looks like it's gonna come down, make support. 1 hour is at some support as well. So what can we get? Draw this. Some type of support here. Right? That's your support. So until we break that support, we're just in a range. But you can anticipate it because like you can man, entries on this candle would have been nice. This 30-minute candle, this would have been a good entry. Once this one closes bearish, you can enter on this candle, stops above there, and your TP would be like right here, right? You'll be in profit right now, but it's a little too late now for that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
Right now,
It's having a hard time right now.
Yep. Cause it broke past the 30, right? Came back, and then it's highly likely gonna feel that 30 with that. So after that, it's going down.
Yeah, mid resistance closed bearish would be a clean this is a clean sell. This is a very clean sell. This would have been my move of the day probably. Stop loss above there. You know, 7 pip stop for like a 10 pip gain. Like TP would be right here at 136.385. That would be a nice move for a day. Oh well.
Yeah, like 10 pips.
Yeah. Bro, 15 broke the low as well here, right here. So now like we should be able to push down to the support easily. This is like this is like a textbook play, you know. Top of the range coming down. It's not as clear as yesterday. Okay, so okay, price coming down there, cool. How's the mic, everyone? How's the YouTube chat? Jimmy got the cool echo. Yeah, Jimmy, you got an echo in your mic, bro.
What you mean? I have my headset on.
I don't know. Some guy said you got a mic. I mean, you got a thing on your.
Oh,
Somebody said you got a thing on your mic, bro.
What?
Or maybe because your shit's super loud. Like, turn down the audio or something a little bit.
No, like I have my headset on.
Sounds normal to me.
I don't know. Somebody said you have an
yeah,
echo.
hold on.
Sir? Alright, so what's up, everyone? Today we had a late stream, you know. My fault. It's alright though. Still 7 a.m. Still early. Still catch some birds. We'll catch something. I'm looking for sells. Once GJ breaks the low of this range, or if this hourly candle closes bearish, we have some type of potential chance to come down, because although it's closing that support, if you close like maybe like something like this, then I can say that we have a high chance of continuing further down to maybe 136.050, 136, right? This will be a move. This will be the trade I'm looking for today, probably. If I were to enter sells, anything above here, like this is just a range. If you didn't get entries on the range already, it's too late to get entries on the range. But this is what you should be looking for if you miss those entries. This is a bigger range, and this is a better trade. So once you get a closure below this range, you can enter a sell on this candle to fill this range, and this will be probably a 20-something pip move. Let me check. This is gonna be like a roughly around 30 pip move. You can catch about 20 pips. So that's gonna be the move of the day probably. So yeah. And then obviously once you break this range, man, you gotta get this now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like now you see how it lines up with the daily time frame. So I'm telling you guys, the daily, if it breaks the low on the daily, it's gonna go back down to 135, 288 today, right? But like, if you guys go into 1 hour, you guys see how it lines up now, right? Because obviously once you break this range here, we're gonna come down to this support, and then eventually if we break that, we're gonna come down to this support. And this is another clean traffic candle right here. This move should replicate. This candle should replicate this. Like, you know, we're gonna get a move here, and then eventually we're gonna break out that range. We're gonna come down here, and then we're gonna get a bigger even move. You know, another like 50 pip move down here. So there's gonna be moves to catch today. I'm just gotta be patient. Right now, obviously, there's nothing you can do except for watching the markets, but it's gonna wait. You know, don't rush anything. It's 30 minutes while I close bearish here in like 20 seconds. It's gonna close a very weak bearish. Yo, fix your mic, bro. It's too low now. Just go back to normal. Yo, I can't hear you, bro. Your mic's hella low. Change it. Go. Just fix it back to the normal one.
Hello?
Yeah, it's fine. Just leave it. You're good.
But yeah, I think right now I'm just gonna feel that wick, high chance. But the previous, I just wicked up just so I could feel the wick and then drop. Highly likely. Look to your left, nothing but.
Yeah, it's a clean move down to 135, 136, 850. I think I tapped it. If I were to get in this trade,
Yeah.
I think I would have got out by now. This kind of right here, it tapped this area right here, right? Because the support. But yeah, I would have got out right now. But yeah, this kind of has a high chance of filling this wick and eventually breaking it as well. So.
Well, we'll see. Don't rush.
This is that.
It's open to no
This first 30-minute candle, I would have gotten that on that candle and not this candle, because this candle has a smaller range. It has a smaller range to fill, and it also has a weaker body candle. Like for me to enter the sell right here, I would need a candle that looks like this. So this bearish candle, I want it to look like probably like like this, right? So then you have a bigger range. The range you have now is this to here, right? But now it looks like this, like you know, now it looks like this. I hate these type of candles. It's like this. It has, cause like this one has a bigger stop loss and it has a smaller range, so it just doesn't make sense for selling this candle, right?
Oh, so when the top wick is high, I mean, or the top wick is lower, it's easier for you to like get in the sales basically, right?
No, when top wick's lower, it just means like it has a smaller stop. Yeah, smaller stop.
Gotcha. I remember that.
Because like
Something new. I ain't never known that. I swear I never knew that. Does that same thing apply with buys too, or no?
the same thing. It's just candles, you know. Like
Man.
so, like for example, like this candle right here, this would have been the first attempt. Like when this kind of closes, this is my favorite candle ever. Because one, we closed at resistance. Boom, we had a nice bearish candle closure, and we had a nice wick to fill, right? Bro, whose mic is that? Who's that?
Tosh.
I'm a.
Dear God.
Alright, yeah, so yeah, this would have been a better candle because now we're gonna fill this wick, which it did, and then like now if you enter on this candle, you might have some trouble because you have a big ass stop loss and you have a smaller range. It's like half the size, you know, like a 5-pip range.
But this is like what I kind of see right now. It's like respecting this area right here, the support area. Like even like look all the way over to your left from like yesterday time. This is the area where you usually like it respects it, so I could go back up. So I still see buys, but then again, let's see what these next few candles do. Like the next 15.
Yeah.
You just gotta wait for there to be confirmation to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But every time frame is bearish right now.
Yeah.
Like if the day breaks a low, like it came close. It didn't break it yet, but it came like probably 3 pips away.
Still bullish technically.
It's still bullish technically
bullish.
until it breaks that low. It was like 3 pips away. So yeah, see?
It's like a neckline that has been tested hella times and it hasn't broken yet. But once it breaks here, it's straight dropping.
Because for me, I take buys. Here, so this will be a nice buys for me. I would wait for probably. Okay, so the charts look like this, right? This is how the charts look. Let me make this smaller. So let's just make this like this. Okay, so whose mic is that? Alright, so you have something like this. You have cells below here. This is your range for a cell, right? Below this range, and then in this range, you can like this is the range you just tend to stay out of, right? But if you're an experienced trader or whatever, you manage, like, you know, because I trade ranges. I trade in ranges sometimes because I anticipate a range breakout. You can anticipate range breakouts in here, right? But then safer buys, because since everything is just bearish right now, right? Safer buys, you can't anticipate those buys in this range. You would have to actually wait for probably a break out of, bro, what is this?
136,600.
You need to wait for a breakout of this range above here, and then you can look for buys. If you have a candle like looking like this, bullish candle like this, you can enter a buy in that candle to come up to retest this high, and then you can probably try to have a runner up to this target right here.
Yeah.
At 137 on a dot, right?
Yeah.
So
like
these would be much better buys because now we have a nicer support and everything. We have everything good, right? So this range is gonna give us a lot of information. It gave us the information that we have a nice support, nice resistance. All we gotta do now is wait for a breakout to either side. Yeah, today's just one of those days, right?
Yeah.
It's not as volatile as like yesterday or the day before, but it's not kicking later probably.
Yeah. These past 2 days is not even 4 days. It's been moving pretty quick, and then like today's kind of slow because everyone's just playing it slow because I think at 8 or 8:30 it's that Euro news. So I think everyone is playing it like slow right now until that news comes out.
I mean, I don't trade Euro news, so I'm not
I don't
waiting
even
for
trade
that.
news in general anymore, bro. No cap. Oh shit, that shit's in 7:45.
But this okay, look, so the way the 15-minute candle closed, look at the 30-minute. 30-minute candle closed a little woozy, right? This candle was the one candle I wanted. This bigger body for bigger range to fill. Look on the 15, we formed that on a 15-minute time frame. So on the 15, if you guys look at it, you could have gone on this candle, or on this wick. It's just that since this, like the hourly candle high is up here, it'll be much better to put your stop loss up here than down here, because price can easily break the 15 but still respect the hourly time frame high, right? And that's something that always happens. So, you know, it's just very risky if you enter on this candle on the 15. But this, if this is the first 15-minute candle of the hourly time frame, this one that closed bearish, I'll enter on this candle 100% to come down to Phil's range. But since the hourly high is all the way up here, it just wouldn't make sense for me to enter or sell here, because now your stop's gonna be a lot bigger than your target. Okay, cool. Where's my? What we got 20 viewers today live. Oh man. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see.
What's up? Bruh, I'm dead. This uploaded the freaking clip again. It should be live. I can see every time now, right? Huh? What? Like what?
Yo, it was 3 days straight.
Man,
This guy Jimmy Dow with the boy 3 days straight.
Right.
Yesterday too. I think it was yesterday too. I think when I said 137.
Yeah,
137. It was
No,
3
it's
days in a
Tuesday.
row.
No, 2 days in a row.
Oh, two?
Yesterday I ended up to. Yesterday you had the full go. This
Alright.
Tuesday, I'm like, wait a minute.
But today I said 135 to 88.
Yeah, 135 to gotcha.
Oh, you're gonna say it?
It sounds like I'll be like Roger. Sounds good. It's good. Nice target on that USD yesterday though.
Oh yeah, you say tapped. You say tapped. Let me actually restart my charts on the US 30.
Confluence, news confluence, chart confluence, easy baby, easy money baby.
US 30 is going up today.
Taj that made a Hellcat engine yesterday, bro. Sir? Samuel.
Bro, I hate pullbacks, bro.
Then don't trade pullbacks. Like find a
No, I
way
had an entry,
to avoid pullbacks.
I took partials, but it ended up pullback.
I have yo
retested, I mean,
I haven't used the word pullback in so long. Like I haven't used that
no
word.
retest.
Or retest too. Like because like pullback and retest technically the same thing, no? Technically the same thing.
Basically the same thing.
Thing about pullbacks and retests is if you're trading off pullback and retest, it's like how do you know when price is gonna stop pulling back, or how do you know when price is gonna stop its retest? So the candle could retest like anywhere it wants and then just continue to go up, right? So like the way I trade is I just like, for example, okay, so I this right here, for example, we have this bearish candle right here. I wouldn't wait for a retest of this bearish candle to come down to enter a buy limit to go up. I would much prefer you wait for a candle to break above that high, like this. Once the candle breaks the high, I'll buy a stop like right here, and it'll be a no drawdown trade because it's breaking the high, and then you'll get your initial move. But if you're waiting for a retest, like see the way it's coming down right now, if you were to enter right here, you'll be shitting your pants because you don't know how low it's gonna go. It can come down to here, or it can come down to here, right? That's the thing about pullbacks and retests. It's just someone said trend line. Yeah. You can use trend lines as well, but like
What?
yeah, man.
Bro, I haven't used one of those.
Thing about trend lines as well, same thing, same concept. You don't know if it's like the thing about fibs and trend lines. I say it all the time, but the thing about fibs and trend line is, how do you know it's gonna bounce off that trend line? How do you know it's gonna bounce off that fib level and respect it? How do you know? Except for the fact that it's bouncing off the trend line or it's bouncing off the fib level. You know what I mean? Like you can easily say, "Oh, price is gonna bounce off 30.2," but how do you know that? And they'll be like, because it's a 30.2 fib back pullback on a Fibonacci retracement. But it's like, how do you know that though? Like how do you know like what's at the 30.2? Like what's there? Like, and then that's where candles come in, and that's where structure comes in. You know what I mean? Like this, for example, this support, there's no fib here. There's nothing. It's just a regular support that I drew a line across, you know. And it's just like I see it that there's a support here. I see there's a line across. Not that I have a support here because I see it. There's a 38.2 retracement here, or there's a trend line here. You know what I mean? It's like I genuinely see a nice support here being respected. On like look left, coming right. You know, and that's the thing. That's the thing about trends and fibs. That's just why I don't use them
Anymore.
anymore. Cause they okay. I'm not saying it's not consistent. It's profitable. It obviously works. It's just it never worked for me, right? Because like I didn't want to wait and sit there and wait all day for a 30.2 retracement just for it to come down to 61.8 retracement. You know what I mean? And I don't want to have that stop. That's the type of stop loss.
Recommend a book on candlesticks. I don't know any books on candlesticks. I just watch YouTube videos. You got any books for candlesticks, Don?
Nah, I think he's probably asking about like candlesticks, like what is a bullish engulfing, what is a doji, like those type of candlesticks, you know. But like
JCP, bro.
this type
JCP,
of candlesticks, this is like I don't look at those type of candlesticks. I don't look at candlestick patterns. I never look for patterns. I just look at regular highs and lows of candles. So for example, what is a candle? A candle is when you have this body and then you have a top wick and you have a bottom wick. So that top wick, what it means is that means that's the high of the candle. This bottom wick means that's the low of the candle. This is the high of the body, low of the body. That's it. That's all you gotta know. You know, like people will say this is the bullish engulfing, this, that. Man, it's just a regular candle. But like now, if you break down that candle, for example, let's say you have a candle like this. Okay, so this is where it becomes cool, because now let's say you have a candle like this, a bullish candle like this, that closed like this. So we see you have a candle that closed like this. So what this candle looks, so now you have a high and you have a low, right? But on a smaller time frame, what's inside of that candle? Now you have candle looking like this, coming up, candle coming up, candle coming up, and then all of a sudden you have a bearish candle coming down, right? But how do you know this is a bearish candle? Well, because this right here, this bearish candle, what it means is this wick. There's a wick here, obviously, to the body, to like, you know, this wick. So where's that wick coming from? It has to come from a bearish candle because the candle closes bullish. So if the candle closes bullish, there's some type of pullback here for this bearish candle to show. So now you have this bearish candle on a smaller time frame. So what this wick fill means now is it means price is at a support here, and it's gonna probably continue to come up because the hourly candle closed bullish like this. See what I mean? Like that's what I look at for candles. I look at like what is a candle and like, what's inside of it. Like how did this candle form that candle, or how did this candle form that candle that formed that candle? Like that's what you gotta know. You gotta know the whys. You can't just say, well, price is at 30.2 fib level. No, you know, like when I see a chart, I hate when I get charts that just show like here, for example, like someone sent me a chart here. I'm not gonna show it, but I'm not gonna pop it up. But like it was just like they sent me a chart and they just put their risk to reward ratio, they put their buys and sells, whatever in, and then they said 30 point. They drew a fib and that's it. And I asked them to explain the chart, and they're like, well, it bounced off the 30.2 fib level. You know what I mean?
Is that MC4 tripping or is it just me?
No, man, I'm not tripping.
No. I'm talking about check out MC4's like the charts.
No, I'll use them.
Tweaking right now. Yeah.
No, it looks fine.
Sir? Oh no, I'm gonna hit up FX choice real quick.
Bruh,
that shit. Oh, the news I forgot. Came out. DJ going up. Yes, sir. You're my pips. Thank you very much. Thank you. Give me my monies. Give my money.
So now GG breaking the high here. You can look for potential buys as we break this 30-minute high right here. But just that stops a little big, right? I'm not gonna enter. I'm gonna wait for the next 15-minute candle to close. The next hourly candle to close in 15 minutes, because this is a new spike, right? So I much prefer you wait for a candle to close bullish for me to enter a buy, and I need a breakout of above the range. But Yeah, it broke the 30-minute high, so that's a good sign for bullish people.
It broke that 15 high, broke that 30 high. Two confirmations to buy. 1, 2. Getting a retest.
Now that it's breaking the 30-minute high, we should be able to reach 136,770 here on GJ.
It's at 136, what?
136,770.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know Euro was tied in GBP still.
Or actually, no, if you want to be aggressive, maybe 136,840. That'd be a good target. But yeah, see what happens though? Like, this whole move here, people would have been in drawdown here if you're looking for like stuff down here. But like, yeah, see how there was a no drawdown trade once price broke this high? I explained this earlier. I said, wait, I wouldn't wait for a buy down here for the retest because you'll be in drawdown. You don't know how long you'll be in drawdown for. But as you break the high, it's gonna be a clean move up, and you'll have no drawdown. Yeah, I know it hits. But like, you see what I mean though? Like, if you were to, like I meant earlier, off for retests and pullbacks, if you were to enter off a bearish candle here, wait for a retest of this range, you wouldn't know how long it's gonna retest this range for. You wouldn't know how far it's gonna retest for. But if you just have a buy limit above the bearish candle high, from there up to this position, you would have a no drawdown trade, and that'll be your trade. You know, this trade had no drawdown from when I mentioned it, from this high right here. So what I'm gonna look for now probably is this candle's probably gonna close back in the range, right? So when it closes back in the range, I'm probably gonna wait for this hourly time frame to close bullish with a nice wick to fill, to enter a nice buy up to maybe fill this wick, and then eventually fill these ranges up here, like so. Like this probably.
How many pips you catch them?
Me?
Yeah.
20.
Well, that was a quick ass move.
Yeah, it was a new spike. It was a nice buy stops above 30-minute high would have been like a 20 pip move. Yeah, it would have been clean.
Hey, my announcements played out good. Confidence boosted. +5. +5. Enter his weight.
You entered down here, no?
Yeah, I entered at 136,461. It was at a 15 low. Like, I was in a little bit of drawdown, like online. And then yeah, did the uppercut. And yeah, I'm about to close soon now. I'm not trusting it.
Let's have a runner.
No.
And tap the TP. 771. 771.
My TP is that wick right there. 136,835. Hold on. I'm gonna be done. Close half. Move my stop loss up to this right here, and it's gonna hit my TP, and I am done for the day. Where is my controller?
If you guys got in where I mentioned, leave a like on the stream. There's a no drawdown trade there.
No drawdown, 20 pip, 20 pip target smash.
Yeah,
I got 20. That's hold on.
If you guys look at the trade, look back at it.
28.
Feels like right here, we broke above the bearish candle high, and then we came up to the next target. I didn't put it up here because I knew that this is a spike from news, and I knew that price will eventually come up here later on the next candle probably as it fills its wick, but not on this candle. Like, it might come on this candle, but a more safer TP on spikes is just the nearest possible resistance, which is this one right here. This is the nearest possible resistance. You guys see how it tapped it perfectly? Yep. So now what's going to happen is we're probably going to tap this target up here at 850, but we just need a different candle to do that, right? It could be this candle, who knows, but like usually, like when news come on, whatever, there's usually the next nearest resistance. That's the most safest TP to have.
Yep.
Probably on the next candle we could those wick and eventually come up to start up here.
Yeah, because right now it's just doing like a little retest. Good. Someone said sell right before the news. I'll feel bad for him. Best regards to your trading account. Best regards. You really think Euro news gonna go out bad in times like this? What did the numbers say?
They kept the same rates.
Hey man, no. Dude, you did breakdown. I did breakdown. We all did breakdowns. Pretty good, pretty good. But y'all did get in though, right?
No, I didn't get in.
What?
No, it was I don't know. I can't trade that.
It's too fast.
No, it was not as too fast. It was just that it was off
Those
of
are
news.
buy stops, but, like,
Yeah, buy stops here. I just like by the time I saw it, it already broke that high. Anyways, it was already too late for me to enter. TradingView just had a delay.
Gotcha. Cause bro, look, my broker had like every time there's news, it lags up a little, right? And I'm like, bro, I just get my shit blown, or yeah, I just get my like stop loss demolished. Hell no, shit. Lag. Boom.
Trade's called. Yeah, if I were to enter this trade though, it would have been a buy stop right there. That no, like that where that no drawdown was. That bearish candle high. That would have been a trade. That was.
136?
Yeah, if I were to trade it.
Oh yeah,
But
136,600.
I don't think I would have had like, you know, yeah, it's probably been yeah that 30-minute high. You see what I mean? 136,566.
Yes, sir. Well, yeah.
So
That's
trades
all I
called.
said, bro.
I'll put that as trades called. I wouldn't put that as trades taken because I didn't take it, but
Yeah.
trades called.
It's my last trade for today. I'm just challenged, you know.
I'm waiting on
I
this
should- I should have my other position, bro. Fuck. Closed it a little bit too early. So whatever. Alas. Light it up. Yo.
So this 30 minutes gonna close in 5 minutes here. I'll only enter a buy if we get a candle that looks like this. So instead of this big wick candle, this body candle like this, instead of something like this, I'll need probably a candle that looks like this. And I'll answer, this is like probably a 9% chance of it playing up close like this. And I'll answer a buy here, and my TP will be up here. Not here, because this is where the wick was. And since we closed bullish and we left a nice wick, once we break that wick, we're easily going to go to the next target. So that's why my target will be up here now instead of up here if it closes like this. This is the only buy I'll probably take.
CP smashed. Very good day. Closing the MT's board. Chilling on the dollars. Let me write this down in my journal. Reason why. Very good, my friend. Very good, very good. How much you catch, Sam?
I don't think he took it.
Yeah, the DJ buy? You said you took it?
No, he didn't take it.
No, I didn't think.
Oh, I thought you said you took it. Alright.
No.
Okay, my friend. Screenshot this.
Oh, then Raja mentioned the same entries in there. Yes, sir. I think I mentioned this too. And if you guys rerun a clip, I think it was at
Yeah,
the
like,
beginning of the stream. I drew the candles though. I'm like, if we close bearish, I'm not gonna like. Oh, I think I was talking about US30 though. It wasn't GJ. It was US30. But I was like, I'll wait for a buy stop above a bearish candle high. I need a bearish. So this candle closed bearish here. Just to see what I mean. I drew the exact play out on US30. We closed bearish, and then we would buy stops above there would be clean to come up to this target, and then eventually this target.
If I'm not wrong, this is a fucking mirror candle.
Yeah, it's a
You
mirror
really think
candle.
about it. Yeah. So I was like, it was two situations when I got home. I'm like, it's either finna mirror it later on, or it's finna mirror it like right before the news. And I'm like, it's highly likely gonna mirror it before the news. I'm like, yeah. Once I got the extra confirmation from you, I'm like, alright, good. But now I put in the buy like way earlier though. Good.
Yeah, and you're shitting
Way,
your
way
pants,
early.
and you're shitting your pants.
Hell no, I was straight. Chill, bro. I took this shit like way before anyone got on. Just chilling.
So you're in drawdown for that long?
No, I was the lowest drawdown was just like $15.
How many pips? How many pips?
$15.
No, pips.
Oh, I was just like, I think that's like 6, 7 around that area.
Yeah, that's
Not
not
much.
not bad.
Yeah,
You
on
want
a
some
point 30.
bite?
Shit, shipping. I shouldn't have the whole thing. But ain't no shoulda, woulda, couldas. Around here, ain't no shoulda, woulda, couldas. Be grateful for what you get. Whatever the market gives you, take it. Then yeah.
So now GJ is breaking the 4-hour high, and we should be tapping 137, 137, 137.
Yep.
So now, like, the daily failed to break the low, guys, and we're flipping back bullish. So now look at the targets now. Man, we're looking like probably 137, 420, maybe 138, 400, but that's way too aggressive today. You know, like I don't expect this candle to come up to 138, 400, but I do like today, but I do expect it like later on in the week if you just stay bullish today, if you close bullish today. Because I'm expecting this wick to get filled in the daily time frame.
137, 400.
I'm expecting this wick to get
That's
filled,
a reasonable target.
and then you should be able to fill this wick at 137, 400, and eventually come up to 138, 400 later on.
We mad vocal today. We mad vocal today. That's assistant coach Jimmy in the building. Looking ass.
Well, closing in 40 seconds here, guys. Probably not gonna get an entry here. Stops are way too big.
Hey. Confidence freaking booster, man. Sheesh. Let's freaking go.
Gold's gonna come down here.
Go.
Yep.
What happened?
Gold's gonna come down here. 100 pip move. 1693. There's not fake gold to come down.
Sheesh. Oh, cause China news came out yesterday. Trump said he's banning all China trades to the U.S. China. You heard about that, right?
No.
Yeah, I haven't last night. It's like he's banning any travels to China. I'm like, damn.
Nice. Cool. Okay. If you were to get in here, let's see. What was that stop? That was 20 pip stop. That's not bad actually. We've been 20 pip stop. Yeah, it would have been a 101 if I got in. Yeah. So like, okay, so maybe like now we could make like this candle for me to enter a buy and to have a proper stop loss. I would probably wait for this 15-minute candle to close bearish, because obviously this candle is not going to close bullish, and if it does close bullish, I'll miss the whole entire move, so it wouldn't make sense. So once this candle closes bearish here on GJ, I'm gonna have a bias up above this range, that candle high, to come up to 137 and 113, and that would be my trade for a day. So if you miss buys, like, don't even trip. It's just you just have this big range come up, right? So we'll see what happens here. See what happens here. We have like 15 minutes left in this candle.
Good, very good.
Yep.
Very good day. Very good day. It's enough for today, though.
Boom. 22 people on the stream. What's up, everyone? Feel free to send your charts, ask any questions you guys want. This is an educational chat. I mean, not educational chat, educational stream only. So, take advantage. Yeah, like the only trades I took today was those Asian sells during Asian last night. 30 pip move. That was the only thing I caught. I haven't taken a trade since. It was the buy during New York, and then you had the sell during Asian, and today those buys would have been clean. I just I didn't have time to enter it. The buy stop. I'm driving, so I only can listen right now. Oh, yeah, that's alright, man. So gold. Alright, so look, if you guys look at gold, we are now coming back in the range because we have some type of support here, or resistance here, right? And we closed bearish back in the range. So since we closed bearish back in the range, I'm expecting gold to, and we broke the lows as well. We broke this low as well, this bullish candle low here. I'm expecting gold, as long as it respects this high at 1713.50, we should easily be able to drive down to 1700. And then this is an 85% chance of filling the range, and then we have a 75% chance of continuing further. Because if this is a bad fake out, we're gonna come all the way down to 1693. So this is like a 100 pip move here, right? So if you guys are looking for gold sells, a proper TP, a safer TP will be at 1700, and then you can move your stops to entry and just let it run risk free down to 1692. All right. 15-minute close in 9 minutes here. I will need it to close bearish. Next target is gonna be this right here. Because now you're gonna have a clean move here. If you guys look up, you're gonna have a clean bullish move here. Same concept over here. We're gonna get the same mirror candle if we break above this bearish candle high once it closes. So in 8 minutes, you can look for potential buys above this red candle to come up and mirror this right here. Cause the 4 hour, now if you look at the 4 hour, we're pretty bullish and we should be able to tap that target up there easily. Wow, why everyone get so quiet for in the stream? We have like bare members in the Zoom call and everyone's just muted.
Oh, my freaking mic was on mute the whole time. What the hell? I was spitting, bro. Bro, I was spitting.
This guy heard me talk over him, like, what? Are you cutting me off?
I'm like, yo, let me talk. Let me talk. But nah, bro. Bro, I was explaining the whole breakdown of GG. I'm like, yo, God. Can I talk real quick? God damn. But nah. Yeah. Bullish as hell today. I don't care what no one say.
But here's the thing.
What up, what up?
If GJ decides, if it ever decides to come back in this range, I could tell you right now, we're coming all the way down to 135 something. Where is it? What's my target? 135, 135, 288, right? Because, okay, so this move up was obviously we're trying to get buys in here. We're trying to get a nice, probably a nice 20 pip move here, right? But if this comes back in the range, this is a fake out to come down, right? And we're probably gonna come down all the way down to 135, 288, because then it'll be a fake out up to go down, you know? So obviously, let's see what happens. You know, we don't know that yet. We just gotta wait for things to close. But I'm just trying to say that. Nah, man, I'm a genie.
We ain't trying to be no super genie.
But no, like, no, I'm just saying, like, if you do come back in the range, we're gonna come down. I can tell you. I can tell you that.
100%. Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay, let's see.
I
We
know I
have.
messed up on. I know I messed up on today, for sure. I messed up on.
Took a win, no?
Yeah.
Oh.
Took 2 wins, but I don't. I still know I messed up on. Got him like a little bit too early.
Yeah, you did get in a little too early.
I got him like. Is that 20 minutes before? Yeah, like 20 minutes before.
Oh, GJ's coming back. See what happens here.
Dun, dun, dun.
See what happens here. GJ making his way down to, yeah, so I'm still gonna wait for this 15-minute close. I'm still gonna have a bias above that bearish candle high. It's gonna have the same thing. My stop loss will be determined on the next candle, not this candle. So this will not be my stop loss, but the next candle low would be my stop loss. So for example, if GJ creates something like this, no, something like this, wherever the low is on this, that'll be my stop loss, and my TP will be up here, right? And then eventually we're gonna come up bullish.
What's up, Sean?
What up, Sean? I knew someone else is unmuted here.
My bad, bro. I just woke up.
That's cool, that's cool.
Cause I
You
couldn't
missed it, man.
No, cause I didn't see anything at 5:30 for me, so I fell back asleep.
Yeah, this is raining. I'm not gonna lie, I was like this little move I was thinking about catching, I'm like, it's not worth it. I know.
Alright. We got 3 minutes here on GJ. What's the stop going to be though? This stop is going to be quite big. So, oh, 17 pip stop's not bad. It's not bad. 22 pip stop, pushing it. Yeah, the 22 pip stop's fine. I'll be fine with that stop. If it goes any lower though, I'm not gonna look for the sell stop will probably be deleted for me. I mean this buy stop. Cause then the stops will be way too big. And the word's not gonna be that great. But what I could tell you is gold is coming back to 1700. I can tell you that. I could tell you that. I think gold's in profit now. For VIP.
I just hopped in gold too.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no,
just
no.
I didn't hop in because like the stop loss is like 60 pips. I know I'm not. It's just that's what I gave though. You know, it's 60 pip stop, 52 pip stop for a 140 pip gain today. So it's not bad. I saw VIP once. First two words good. It's just I'm not comfortable with the 50 pip stop. So, oh, GG's coming back here, guys. If we close back in the range in 2 minutes, I can tell you that we're gonna come down here to 135 to 88.
I'm gonna try. Yeah.
2 minutes here.
That's only a bad thing that is there. Nothing there. Stop that. That drawdown was super unnecessary. Simple market structure. In reverse head and shoulders.
Boy! He just said reverse head and shoulders.
in reverse head and shoulders. You see that it was a weak bearish candle. You know that bill was gonna go out. American influence, you know news is gonna go out good. You know you're gonna go fuck about none of that. And then yeah. Confluence for the buys.
Man, if people got in up here and they had FOMO, man, look at this year you're in. Holy shit. You know, like it feels like cause some people nah, there's no way I would have gotten a sell, even if I tried to. I don't think I would have gotten here.
Hell yeah, that's just
Unless you caught tops and bombs, you can probably get a sell. But yeah, like for me, even if I try to, I can't take the sell there.
Nah, man. Whoa. Oh, like locking a bit. Yeah. But not for real. I was thinking about being.
Whose mic is
I was thinking about going to the sell right after. I seen like it closed there. I'm like, man, I was just gonna get in and maximize. I'm like, that's 2 trades. That's enough. I knew I should have saw that. Hey, it's alright, man. Trade. Market's gonna be here forever. You're gonna get the same play, guaranteed. Hella more time.
Guys, we're coming back into range. Oh man, did Don just have his vision? Yo, if this range, you know how I mentioned the range, Jimmy? So today might be another Raven video if you reach 135 to 88.
I didn't doubt.
No. I'm putting the Raven. The Raven vision. Okay, this is a nice wick up. Let's see. If it flips bearish, it's gonna come all the way down to here.
No bottom wick, right?
No bottom wick. So once it flips bearish, it should be good.
Yeah. See, once you taught me that shit, I'm like, alright, bro, this is a done deal. The candle flipping shit. I'm like, bro, what?
There goes.
Is this what this man be doing this whole time? Fine with it.
It flipped bearish. Let's see where it breaks the lows.
My friend said that he got into the FOMO.
Off a buy. Yeah, it happens to people. It happens to a lot of people.
I tell him like you know he was doing pretty good. Then like he just got like. I'm basically just greedy. I just tell him like, because he just started. I'm like, bro, take your time, bro. I know exactly. Like, I've been in the same exact shoes. I just don't have the capital that you do, when I first started, but I know what it feels like. 100%, 110%. All good, bro.
Oh man, coming back in the range here, we retested the resistance. Could this be what we mentioned? Cause like, man, if you look at GG now, this candle just literally retraced the whole move, the whole news move, right? So
Yeah.
if that move was an impulse move, man, could be a correction to come down back in the range. And if it comes down back in the range, like I said, we have an 85% chance of throwing this range now. It's just that you can't re-enter here because your stop loss is gonna have to be up here, and just wouldn't make sense, you know. But
unless you go on like the 5 minute and try to find like a stop loss.
unless like you could, what you could do is you could wait for this candle to break the low here, and then you can have a stop loss on that current candle. But it's just gonna be a lot more aggressive stop loss. It's gonna be a smaller stop loss, but it's gonna be a really aggressive stop loss, and it has a high chance of hitting your stop, right? Because this is technically the previous hourly high. But you could get an entry once it breaks the low here, and then you could have a stop loss right there, and you can put your TP at 135 wherever my target was down there, right? Because you can probably take partials and move stops to entry as you have to support, but then you could probably leave a runner all the way to 135 288 today, you know. Yeah, because like this looks like a Faco up to go down here on GJ.
Some people don't know what an impulse and correction is. Explain that real quick, my boy.
So an impulse move is like when you have like, it's like correction is just a range, like impulse is that actual move. So, for example, you have, was it you asking that question?
No. I'm just saying like for people.
Yeah, impulse is like when you just have a regular like a move, like for example this move, and then correction is just a range. It's just like it's ranging right now. It's correcting that move slowly. It's literally in the words. Yeah. Alright. Okay. 30 minutes about closer and 15 minutes.
Keep forgetting.
Candle never broke the lows here, so there's no trade or no entry here. You can't enter on this candle itself because your stop's not to be up here, you know. I had gold sell entries here on this 15-minute candle. As we broke out of this range right here, then I stopped the entry. Oh nope, I stopped the entry, but I had once I caught a signal at the new hourly opening, but once the 15-minute actually closed back bearish in the range. Like this one closed bearish. We had to add a smaller stop, so I entered the position there. It was a better stop loss. It was like a.
Which one? Where did you put the stop at?
It was a 20 pip stop instead of 50. Cause like I gave a signal for the sell once we opened this candle up, right? But now that the 15-minute closed bearish, the first one closed bearish, I can say that this is the hourly high. So then I moved my my stops only like 20 pips instead of 60 pips. So this is the right here, the previous 15. Because this is a new 15 now, right? So that was my position. Stops are entry for me though. I gave the and my TPs are it's gonna be a nice 50 pip move, 60 pip move here. I hit stop. I thought I hit entry though. Oh, GG is coming down. Alright. I'm waiting for GJ for entry, waiting for his next 15-minute candle to close, because this candle didn't do the thing I wanted it to. I was like earlier, I was expecting this candle to come down right away instead of coming up, but then it came up, so then there was no trade there. So now I gotta wait for this 15 to close to see something. But gold should come down here, back in the range.
With DJ, it's basically like this. If you respect that previous 30-minute low or that unclosed mode, and it still has a chance to keep going up. But once it breaks it, bro, it's a done deal.
Yeah, if the 15 closes bullish, you could yeah, this could mean that we form some type of support and we could come up to retest this high.
Yep.
You know, or 30-minute actually. 30 minutes by close. Oh no, 30 minutes unclosed bearish. Yeah, so the 15 is the only one that's unclosed bullish here in 7 minutes. But yeah, let's
DJ lately been freaking filling these impulsive down moves too quickly, bro. No kill. They be dropping like 30, 40. It chases like 60, 70. GJ during MFP is freaking. So.
$16.93. 16.93. I gotta stop that entry for gold.
Five, 15.
Yeah, stop that entry for gold. It was in profit by like I think 15 pips. I put stops the entry and I gotta stop that entry.
5-minute target. Boom. Good traffic. You know, momentum, man.
So,
They still looking bullish. My eye. This respecting the support area pretty good. So, yeah, still buying my bias.
I think for GG I might have a sell stop. The low is 15-minute low at 136.468, and then I might put my TP down here.
First stop's gonna be my boy.
So I gotta see the next candle when it forms. I don't know yet, but it's probably gonna be like a 15 pip stop, depending on how this candle goes. And my target's gonna be a nice 117 pips. But once price gets to 136.391, which is 8 pips in profit, I'm gonna move stops to entry and let it run risk free, because that's the support, right? But I'm gonna have a stop below this range. I guess see how this 15 closes though. How big the body is, how big the wick is, to determine the stop loss. Because 30 minutes is close bearish, right? And I'm expecting this wick to get filled in 30 minute, but the 15 is close bullish. So to be safe, sell stops below that 15-minute low would be nicer than to just enter on this 30-minute candle with stops above here, because that would be, your stops would be way too big.
And
1748.
keep burning up the freaking lights and whatnot. That's crazy. That's right. very safe. Everyone on the stream that's watching or in the car. It's been crazy. Especially in the States. Be very, very careful these next couple of weeks. Months. Whatever.
Thing about that was my first gold trade on my new broker. The first thing about Traders Domain on gold is gold gives you a 100 leverage. Like everything else is 500, but it's only gold that gives you a 1 to 100 leverage.
Why is it like that?
I don't know. A lot of brokers do that as well for metals,
I knew that.
but only some
What's
brokers
the
do that.
contract size though?
It's regular. It's normal.
No, contract.
It's normal. It's
Right.
normal. It's like 1.0 to 1.0, same thing.
Like is 100,000?
It's 100. It's the same. It's the same. It's 100.
100.
It's normal as my old broker. Yeah, like all that's the same. Lot size is everything the same. Contract size everything the same. It's just that the leverage they give you is quite small for gold.
Check my contracts. I think it's probably the same thing. Yep, yeah, same thing. Same thing here. My friend is asking, how did I know that move was gonna come? I really didn't. Just the analysis, sentence, play by play that bit.
Man, Jesus didn't close bearish, not bullish. I wanted to close bullish so I could have a self stop, but now it's gonna close bearish and man.
That 30. Or it's about to be.
Yeah, it's gonna come down here to fill the range, but like entries are just like, I mean,
The only entries you can really get is like
cause
buy.
like now, like if you look at it, the hourly high is up here. You know what I mean? And like if your answer is bearish candle, your stops have to be here. But I'd rather have a bullish candle and then have a sell stop below a bullish candle, and it'll look much clearer. Cause now like it's just gonna like, I'm more comfortable taking that sell stop than just taking a position here when it's in a range like this. But you could take a position. I'm much more comfortable taking with a bullish candle closure.
Situation like this, man, I'll just take the entry off the okay. Bro, everything's moving so quick right now. Cause all this news is going on at one time.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
What time is it? 8:30?
Oh, news. Oh, more cat news. Oh, man, that's a more cat news. More news in general coming out right now. Alright, cat news at 8:30. See the numbers, baby. Trade balance. Unemployment claims on U.S. Check those real quick.
Hold on.
What do you got here, my friends?
Gold's at 1704, 500.
Up. Unemployment. Employment numbers looking good. Yep. Oh, never mind. Oh, yeah, I see that. Let me see the numbers. Oh, bad numbers. Bad numbers. Wait, oh, good numbers. Lower. It's lower from last month, but higher than a forecast.
The last folder came out negative. GJ is coming down.
US 30 is coming down. Target 26133.
I'm gonna take a small entry here on GJ. A small lot. Right here. Stops are 10 pips. TP is down here. This is my first trade of the day. Second trade. Go gotta stop the entry. I'm taking this because the 15 closed bearish in the range, and I want to attempt this type of trade, just with a smaller position though. It didn't close what I wanted to. I wanted to close bearish. If it closed bearish, I would have probably bullish. I would have probably entered my regular lot size with a sell stop. But now, like, we closed in the range, I might as well take the type of entries as well. Stop's gonna be up here though, right? It's gonna be a 10 pip stop. I'm expecting us to fill this range right here, and then eventually be able to come down to 135, 291. Once you break that range. So I'm entering a 1.0 here actually, just a 1.0. It's a super small lot, and then once you actually break this support here, I'm gonna enter a bigger lot to come down. Cause now I'm just anticipating that's gonna come down to break the support.
Alright, target for me. If you're looking for a US 30 sell, 26133. Just eat up off this impulse is what happening right now. Yep. Did that whole retrace movement. Almost there, halfway. Keep going. Keep going.
GJ is in profit. Once price gets here, movement stops the entry, guys. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade. If you guys took that trade, move your stops to entry, close half, and let the shit run.
Whoever took the US 30 trade from me, I hope you're eating. TP's gonna smash if you took that sell. Good days, good days.
Nice, look at that, look at that, look at that. 13, 14 pip move, 17 pip move with a no drawdown. Again, right? Now I have a runner coming down to 135, 291. Right? I'm expecting us to break the support here. Because this is a fake up to go down. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? First trade of the day. Yeah, this runner's gonna go long. This might be my... If this runner goes, this is gonna be my second...
Yes,
this is gonna be my second 100 pip runner. If this runner goes.
Confidence is through the roof. I'm 2 for 2. He don't even take the US 30 trade. Look at that shit, bruh. This shit's too simple, bruh. I was gonna say easy. I don't say chain not easy. Chain not easy. Simple, not easy. Let's fucking go 1 to 2 ratio fucking trade. Get the fuck out of here, bruh.
Hey, you know, I had a VIP signal. I had a VIP trade here. I went for the 1 to 20 ratio.
1 to 2 ratio.
No, Jimmy, I went for the I went for the 1 to 20 ratio here.
What you mean? Oh,
look at this. It was a
yeah,
it was the ones that the VIP people want. I didn't give a signal though.
I shouldn't have said the analysis, but happened too quick. But it played out, right? Played out pretty good. Yeah, I put this, like, if you got in that cell.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Put your stop on top of that. Right when that wick closed, bruh, done deal. Put your stop right on top of that. 15-minute candle, straight drop, no drawdown at all. How much move is that? 73 pip move. Shit, $73 to you.
Hey, I see UGs. Nice.
The sellers now.
If you guys took that GG, leave a like on the stream.
You took that US 30 or GG. Drop that motherfucker, like, easy money, man. Who said Ant Will? You're welcome, Mr. Ant Will. We lit. If you took that stuff, hope you ate off it. Dang, that 120.
Yo, is Sam still here?
You good? He sleep.
Is Sam still here?
He sleep, bruh. Wake up, Sam.
Nah, I'm here.
You're in cells now?
No, I didn't take it.
Oh
I
shit.
was looking at the charts, bro.
Yo, me and Don was doing a freaking 2 analysis at one time.
Yeah, I heard you snap.
Nah, I thought you took it because the 15 closed back in the range. It was a small stop. It's a pretty like
No, I
a
was
nine.
looking at my computer.
Oh.
I was laying on my fucking
But you said small position,
back
right?
of my head.
Yeah, I took a small position, but
So,
I'm about to add a bigger position once we close here.
no problem. Where you gonna put the stop for the large position?
I gotta see in the next candle. I might not enter, might enter. I gotta see, but I'll be fine if it's just a 1.0 100 runner. That's $1,000. But yeah, since it's a runner, I'm just gonna let it run. Like I'm not like I closed half, but it's gonna let it run 100 pips. Like I don't even care about the lot size, the amount.
Yeah.
I just care about
The pip amount.
like no, not even a pip. I don't care about that. I care about the move that I caught. You know, like the way I anticipated it, the way I waited patiently for this kind of closed bearish in the range, the way I said that we're gonna probably come back in the range. If we do come back in range, we're gonna come down to this target. Like that's what I'm looking for. Like I don't care about how many pips I caught or how many how much I made, whatever. Like that's just irrelevant because that can be X amount of numbers. It can be anything you want, right? Depending on your lot size. But the point here is, as long as you analyzed it, broke down the move with your stops, understand where your stops are, understand where your shit is, seeing it play out, that's what's gonna boost your confidence. Not, you know, I made XXX amount, I'm my confidence boosted. I caught XXX pips, my confidence boosted. It's like more of just what did you do? How did you analyze that trade?
What, US30?
No.
Oh.
I'm talking in general. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking about yeah. For
Yeah.
sure. Then
That DJ buy and the US30 sell, you know, I take that shit. I did that shit like off rip, like off mental. Oh shit, I remember. Cause everything lined up with that buy, in my opinion. But people are still talking about sells, like, you know, like right before the news. I'm like, no. The news gonna come out good, man. Trust me.
yeah, so we might not get a push down on this candle. It might be the next 15-minute candle. So if the next 15-minute candle closes like this, exactly where it is right now, I'm gonna take a second attempt at. I'm gonna add another position in, because now our stop's gonna be like I think 10 pips. Just have a runner. Yeah, it's gonna be like 10 pips. $20 pips. I lied. No, it's a fast stop. It's alright. Let's see how it closes. Merge this at 1,000. I don't know what that means, brother.
What? Wait, what happened?
Merge this at 1,000.
Hold on. Moderator Jimmy in the building.
So Illuminati in the building.
So Illuminati.
Soul in the building.
And merch. This is a.
Yo, Lock, you gotta know.
Yes, sir. I will need.
Oh, that's the boy.
Asian
Ant.
trade.
Is that Ant?
That's not at.
That's not Ant.
Two
Oh, I'm
trades.
tripping. That's a man for premiums.
Wait, what do you say, Lock?
Oh, I was going to say I only got into 2 trades this week, like today for DJ and yesterday for Asian.
You have summer school, no?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
How's school going out, bro?
Bruh, like it's easy and all, but like, yo, it's
Yeah.
just a lot of work. Flooded. It's like a whole semester of work crammed into 1 month.
Damn. How much assignments they be giving y'all since all this is going on right now?
How much what?
How much like assignments they usually be giving y'all now?
Bro, bare. Like it's like regardless if it's like COVID-19 or not, like yo,
Yeah.
they don't even care.
Damn.
Like they bombard you with whatever.
Why don't they just give y'all a freaking break, man? Like, it's too much going on.
Bro,
Yeah.
yo, I just had a midterm, right? The prof was like, yo, the class average was like a 46. I was like, what the hell?
What? Sir?
Like, come on, cuz.
Come on, cuz.
Come on, cuz.
Come on, cuz.
Hey, GG push down there.
Be back.
Nice,
It's
nice.
good to be back.
GJ, I think GJ broke the 4-hour low now, and it broke the daily low. So it broke the daily low now, right? So like, remember I said earlier how if it breaks the daily low, we're coming down to 135, 291. If you got in this trade, you should be risk free, and you should just let the shit run. Like secure partials, like right now, secure partials at this minor support, and then just let the rest run all the way down to TP. You know, like I closed 50% here on my 1.0 runner, but now I have a 0.50 is running, so it's just gonna run and run.
Got into another entry too.
Yeah, I couldn't get in. I didn't close for me.
That's FOMO shit.
Yeah, I can't get in here. If I get in here, man, your stop's gonna be a hell of fat, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you're a stop.
Unless like you wanna be like a 5-minute monster, bro.
Hey, hold on.
Like it.
Hey, hold it down. I'm gonna get some water real quick.
Yeah, that's it. Nah, for real though. Yo, that's a good day,
It's
bro.
gonna be back, boys. It's gonna be back.
Bro, what happened?
Yo, I went MIA for a week, right? For a week.
Holy.
Oh my god.
Yo, bro, today's a good day,
Good to
bro.
be back, boys. Honest to God, though. Yesterday,
Yo.
today.
Like this whole week, I'm gonna be real, 100% with y'all. I've been chasing like crazy this week, but today, I was in the.
No, I seen.
I was in
Yo,
emotion.
I seen your account progress. Yo, that's some good shit, bro.
Bro, no, I'm gonna be 100% with y'all. Like I lost the whole percentage of shit, right? Made that shit back, and ended that day with like $20 profit. That shit was scary as hell. Like,
Made
bro,
it all back in one day.
yeah, I made it all back that same day. Like I lost like everything I gained, and then made it
Dude,
back.
bro, yo, I'm telling you, bro. Like you're not gonna be like a sustainable trader if you trade.
No,
like that.
I'm good now. I'm straight. That was just for yesterday. That was the only one-time thing. I don't do that. I did yesterday often, but I was like, hell no, I'm not gonna go out like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we were looking at
It is like the opportunity was there. I'm like, I'm not finna just like let this shit up, you know? Cause like that was extremely stupid of how I fucking got those losses. But I was like, wait, why stop? Still in the bit. Man, if I held those like other two trades.
Yo, Sam, you traded today?
Done deal.
No, I didn't take any trades.
What you trade? What you take today, lock?
Just GJ and yesterday GJ.
Problem. You catch anything else this week or just those two?
Nah, just those two, bro.
What's up?
Give myself a break. 1 week break from trading just for school. And now, like, I'm back again.
How's school doing, bro?
Yo, too much, bro. Too much.
Too much.
Imagine, yo.
What's up?
Imagine like cramming like 4 months of like worth of work into like 1 month. You know what I mean? Like,
Why? Bro, what type of lame ass shit is that?
Hey, yo, hold on. GJ is running 50 pips in profit.
Put that SL at goddamn entry. Do not freaking complain.
not even, bro. SL is profit, bro.
Matt,
No, not entry, but like a little bit away.
Oh yeah.
But still, like,
I was gonna say like, yo, like
hold
it's
on. Let me
impossible.
look at my chart real quick, bro. I don't.
guys,
Put it at 136, 275. I'll
just
just
put-
let that bitch run.
just put an entry and just close partials. I totally closed partials already. But guys, if you guys took this trade to sell this target that I had, it wasn't any like I'm saying it's gonna come here just because it's gonna come here. I backed it up with my analysis. I said earlier in the stream when I just got on, I remember I said if GJ breaks the low here, and I was looking for sells all day. If GJ broke the low here on a daily, it's gonna come straight down to 135, 291, right? And I also said that move up, if it does come, I didn't say that it's gonna come back down in the range. I said that if it does come back in the range, I'm gonna look for potential sell entries. And then, man, it came back in the range, filled it, 85% chance. And then I said that if it fills this range, it has a higher chance of coming down to target down here. This is a 100 pip and 23 move. So, analysis is there. It was broken down. All you had to do was just be on the stream, you know. If you guys missed it, it's alright. You can probably look.
Perfect entry candle.
You can look for entries later on. It's alright. You guys probably get another entry in. This is a huge range. There's like 100 and something range, but yeah. But if you guys miss it, don't stress it. Don't have FOMO. You know, you have our entries and shit. Like this candle, if this candle closes back up like this, if it closes like maybe something like this, I'm probably pop another entry here. If it closes like this,
Oh, no.
yeah,
I didn't
the-
even know
the
Valorant
30
was
minute.
out today, bro.
closes like this.
Who?
Valorant, it came out today.
Oh, bruh, I played the beta. That shit fire as hell.
Oh no, I mean like the real one now.
Yo, I'm gonna download it on my MacBook.
Aw, shit.
I think I can run. I'm pretty sure I
think
can.
download it, bro.
Cause my MacBook can probably handle Overwatch, so I'm pretty sure it can handle this.
It's
Oh yeah, if it can have
it's
Overwatch,
only
it's
7
the same
gigs.
thing. Really?
No, I swear, this takes up less. This takes up way less. Valorant.
Yeah,
Takes up way less.
Valorant takes up less.
It's like
I'm
Minecraft.
downloading it right now, bro.
Ah.
Right now, it's 7 gigs. How much?
Oh shit, let me update mine. Cause like,
7 gigs,
I played
bro.
the beta already. Shit.
Oh shit, this is playing.
I got friends to play with. We lit.
Yeah, bro. Valorant.
Cheesy.
Yeah.
Only thing I don't like about Valorant is like sometimes, bro, it be like sniper is like them shit's too strong, bro. Like too strong.
The sniper feeling like an.
You get shot in the leg, you die.
Wait, what happens if I press? Oh fuck, it's loading.
Bro, you get shot in the leg, you die. Straight up.
Oh shit, this game took like only 20 minutes to download.
Sheesh, fast internet.
Fast ass processor. I got a fast ass processor.
That's weird. It only took like 20
Nah,
minutes.
I just gotta update mine. This is 2 gigabytes.
If you guys look at on daily time frame, if you guys look at GJ,
Yep.
you have now. If you look at the daily, you have this range right here, like this, and from there to here is a clean move down. Here at 134, 350 might be a little too aggressive, but I can say that at 135, 291 is an easily achievable target because if you look left now, if I were to block this out like this, from here all the way down to here, what do you have in this range that happens all the time? Every time price passes through this range, what happens? We always get the full fill of the range right there. This candle 1, this candle 2, this candle 3, you know, all these ranges are getting filled here, right here too. So that's what I'm saying, like this is why my target is down here, because I'm expecting GG to come and mirror all these candles right here that I did in the past. Right? But like just make sure, if you guys got it in GJ, secure profits. Like I secured 50% already. Like I secured it at 20, 25% at 20, and I secured 25% at 40 pips. So I'm just gonna let it run now, and yeah. But just make sure you guys secure pips, because if you guys don't secure profits on this, you're gonna feel like shit once it hits entry.
Yep.
And you're gonna be like, fuck, I should have closed it, you know. And then you're gonna have that revenge feeling inside of you.
Revenge feeling.
Yeah.
Yo, you have so many participants in this thing.
Zoom call is
Yeah, from like 4 mans to like now 8, 9. It's crazy.
Oh, the Zoom?
Yeah.
Oh, the Zoom, yeah. If you guys Zoom, you know, you guys want to support the board, you guys could put the YouTube on the side on your browser and let that shit run.
Mink.
I
Let me
see.
turn on my
Real ones will do that, you know. Real
Don't
ones will
worry.
do that.
I got you, bro.
But don't worry, in a couple of months, you guys don't have to do it no more.
Oh,
Don't worry, bro.
We're gonna be popping.
Don't worry. I'll risk my my internet data for you, bro. I got you.
No, I want you to risk your cellular data.
Oh no, that's too risky. That's too risky. No.
If you're a real one, I want you to put your cellular data.
Hell no.
I want you to hotspot your laptop.
Nah, bruh.
I'm
I got
joking.
unlimited. I got
Yo.
unlimited freaking gigabytes on my Wi-Fi for a reason, bro.
I actually had to do that for a test. Like, no.
Wow.
Yo, Rogers, like the internet. Right?
Wow.
Bro.
What's like the most popular internet in Canada?
Rogers.
Rogers Bell. Rogers
Yeah,
Bell.
it's the fastest.
Bell Rogers.
So ass, bro.
Oh, what's the fastest there?
Probably like, I don't know, some Chinese Wi-Fi.
Yes. Let me chill. Silver brick wall or silver pickpocket?
Yo, Sam, taking any trades today?
Nope. He said no.
No.
No trades?
No trades.
Yo, so this is like the 5th time we asked him.
No, every time. No, I asked him if he took the sell, but as for every time this guy like doesn't get enough sleep, he doesn't take a trade. And that's actually very good. That's actually very good discipline, because even if I see a trade opportunity, I'll take it. Even if I'm like tired or whatever anymore. Like usually on a stream, sometimes I'm tired, but I still take some trades. But this guy has very good discipline. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
I so not disciplined, dude.
Jimmy does not have discipline. Jimmy does not have discipline. Jimmy.
Jimmy ran up that 26% or whatever it was, and then he made it, and he lost it, and he made it all back in one day.
He's a goat.
Jokes.
The goat. Fuck you. He's a goat here.
I mean, hey man, they call me look up this. Go on Google.
I'm not looking up shit on my Google. No.
No, it's a person. It's a trader. Bro.
Alright. I'm searching my phone first. Hold on. Who is it? I'm not gonna do this. Who is it?
Alright, hold on. First name. I watched a YouTube video on him. He's a fucking beast. I mean, he's not a beast.
Mr.
Oh,
Beast?
his name is Richard Dennis, the trader. Look him up.
Richard Dennis, face up.
Richard.
Yeah, Richard Dennis, the trader. Freaking.
Oh, this guy. Okay, I know him.
Yeah. I'm the Richard Dennis of Forex, bro. No cap. I'm the Asian Richard Dennis.
Who's that trader that broke the pound dollar? He traded GP USD and he just broke it. Like, not break. He made George Soros. George Soros. That's the goat.
Bro, George Soros is the one that's causing all the shit right now, all the riots and shit.
George Soros, the man who traded GP. I think it was GP USD, right? Pound. What did he do?
I think he like.
The man who broke the man of England because of it. He shorted.
He shorted it.
Dumb money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
You know how rich you gotta be to break a goddamn bank, bro, of a whole country?
Just imagine what goes through his head that day. He's like, I'm gonna take a sell here. My stop loss is.
Caught the best top of his fucking life, bro.
Holy shit, man!
He woke up. He's like,
No
I'm
stop
fucking
loss.
amazed today. I got something for y'all, bro.
Yo, just imagine before that day happened, he was just living, he was chilling and
Just
after.
imagine, like, what if like the day previous he lost like 10 mil, right? He said, I got something for y'all. I got something.
The man who broke the Bank of England. That's why you call revenge.
This is the best revenge trader in the world.
Oh man.
Richard Dennis, look him up, right? Show the people what Richard Dennis does.
How much did he put in to short that?
I don't know. It was for
10 billion, but like how much did he make? Because it said he made only
10 billion. But nah, alright, short summary of Richard Dennis. He lost 95% of his trades, right? But those 5% that he made is like monster winners. So it basically cancels out.
yeah, managing risk.
Yeah,
I think what he looks for is the big winners, but it's just it plays out less, like it doesn't play out a majority of the times. But if it does play out, it's gonna go a long time. So he's gonna keep looking for those type of entries.
Yeah. Oh, what's your name?
It's like saying having a 1 to 100 risk to a word every single time. You know how often it's gonna play out, but if it does play out, how much he's gonna pay
He's
you?
a scalper though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I fuck with him. Bruh, I read this man book all the time. What's his name? No man. Bruh, see, this is why my memory's so ass. What is this? I read his books. Train the Zone Guy.
All right, 3 minutes till we close here. What time is it? It's we've streamed for an
9.
hour and 30 minutes. I woke up late today, but it's alright. Yeah, yo guys, I'm gonna start streaming till probably 9 a.m. every day
Bless.
instead of 8:30 or 8:15. It's too short.
Mark Douglas. There you go. Mark Douglas.
Go
There's
ahead.
like one of his psychologies. He was like, people always focus on trying to win, like all the time type shit. But he said, look up Richard Dennis, and then think of it. Think of shit.
Mark Douglas, yeah, I heard of him. I saw that book before. I don't read.
Psychology God, bro. No
The only psychology god you need is yourself.
Mm.
Hey, I might pop another entry here on GJ once we close here. 23 pip stop or 36 pip gain minimum and 100 pip TP. Let's see how we close here in a minute. We're gonna have to close below his range though. Below 136, 285.
Smell clean. We better.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna let the runner go. I don't think I'm gonna enter in our position because this hourly high is all the way up here. I thought that was down here for a second, but if this is the hourly high, I'll enter a second position. But since this is like not an hourly high, this is like the middle of candle, middle of hourly. Hourly's all the way up here, right? So since it's the middle of the candle, I'm gonna just let the runner go and just whatever happens to the runner. If it's entry, it's entry. But I'm not gonna enter in our position. I'm just gonna let that 1.0 runner go. I mean 0.50 go. You see, usually the old me, as it starts going down, I would probably close custom, like close 25% until the whole position is gone. But, you know, like in June, I told myself I was gonna work on my runners. And my runners, because here's the thing you gotta realize about runners. Runners, they have no, it's a risk-free trade. You know, you're not gonna lose anything. You're just gonna, it's gonna be risk-free. The worst thing that can happen to you is you're gonna hit entry, you know? But yeah, that's the thing for June, man. I'm just gonna work on my runners. So far, it's been going quite good.
Yeah, anything? You got anything else you working on this one?
No, that's it. Cause last month I've worked on one thing at a time. Last month I worked on reducing my stops. So understanding on a smaller time frame when it breaks a certain high or a certain low to close half of the position, and then once it goes back in my direction, I'll add another position.
So,
And then that was fine. April, no, I only started doing this like in May, like cause like April had my I had a decent month. It wasn't the greatest month. It was like probably a 70% month. Like, you know, it wasn't like the accuracy in that month wasn't that good, but yeah, like, and then May I did that, and then June I'm doing this now. So I'm just working on things that will improve my trading. Not things that I really struggle with. Like I don't struggle with them. Like I'm fine. But it's just I want to like take it to a next level, you know. So I gotta work on the small things.
Respect.
Yeah.
I got like a whole different shit I'm finna work on. Watch Rise's story. That shit is slick, baby. Think different. About like profiting every month and shit. It's like level 1, you make enough to pay your bills for a month. Level 2, it takes 3 weeks to make it. Level 3 takes 2 weeks. You know, each level gets higher. And once I get that, make all the bills in one day, that's where life is gonna get great. No cap.
Yeah.
You know, like my bills aren't that much. It's just like that's just gonna be the best feeling. I think working on level 1 right now for sure. Taking it super slow, level 1. I'm gonna try to make our bills in a month just for traded.
4 hour just opened up. Oh man, this might be a. The 4 hour just opened up. This might be a. Oh wait, no, the 4 hour closed below the range, guys. If you guys remember earlier, GJ. Yeah, this 4 hour closed below this range. So now that it closed below the range, you should have a clear move down to this target that I had. Right, if you had those entries, you should be good. Stops the entries, but yeah, you should be good. This 4 hour closed below the range, this wick has to get filled, and should be good on this trade. Other than that, that's it.
I didn't even do the Undertaker wake up today. That's how I knew today. I was like, bro, take a bad day. Whoopie whoop. Today became good. How did you miss an open 3? Shit made no sense.
What else you got today?
Nothing really.
That's it, right?
I think Trump might be doing a speech later on today.
I don't
It's
care
probably
about
like
that.
around like 6, 7. Nah, man. Speech he had the other day, that shit was mad disrespectful, man. Okay.
Alright, guys. Get my head off though. There's really not much. This runners is gonna go. I had no entries on this or anything. No second entry. Just that one entry. And yeah. Let me update this actually because I secured 40 pips. Before I go. Plus 40 pips. Alright, so 10 a day. We took one trade. GG. I took 2 trades actually. I took gold sells. They got hit entry. And I took GG sells. And then we called out GG buys earlier, where Jimmy got in.
And USD sell off the ramp. It's not even random. This is there.
Anyways, guys, catch you guys later. See you guys tomorrow.
Nate, the
And,
trade.
yep. Peace, peace.